All right, y'all, it's time to get started. High schoolers, head on in to the sanctuary as we do. Head on in. Middle schoolers, come on in. Middle schoolers, come on. Take a seat. Take a seat, y'all. I don't. High schoolers, head on out. Middle schoolers, come on in. Yeah, that's good.
All right, middle school, come on in, take a seat. If you're outside playing tag, don't come inside. I don't recommend. All right, cool. All right, middle school, come have a seat. So fun. Wow. What a fun group today. All right, everyone come have a seat. Everyone come have a seat. Nice. All right, guys, we are going to get started tonight. We're playing a really fun game, really fun one of my faves. It's called Get to Know You Bingo. Do you guys know how to play bingo? Good. I assumed you did. This is a fun kind of bingo. It's called Get to Know You Bingo because there's a bingo sheet, and it's called Get to Know You or Find Someone Who Bingo. So these bingos looks like, these spaces look like, hey guys, everyone listen up. Oh, so nice, quiet. These spaces are things like find someone who has had a broken bone, or can whistle, or has read all of Harry Potter. There's something, so you are all gonna get, listen up. You're all gonna get a sheet and a pen, and oh, look at Matt and Jake already helping me out. I love it. Here, I'll give you the rest of these. You're all gonna get a sheet and a pen, and how this is gonna work is when I say go, everyone's gonna get up, and you are gonna find someone who it has one of those spaces, and when you find them, they're gonna sign their name, or you're gonna sign your name on someone else's sheet. Okay, hey guys, listen up. If you don't hear the instructions, you're not gonna know how to play. Listen up. Shh. Nice and quiet. Okay, pen, paper, that's all you need. And once you get it, the first person to get a blacked out board, so all the spaces have a signature from someone's name that can do that thing, come find me and you will win. Whoever comes that fills out the full things for us. But I will know if you just signed a bunch of random names, or I'll fact check. I'll say, okay, Bella has signed this one. I'm going to ask Bella, can you actually do this thing, or have you actually done this thing? I will fact check all of these. So they need to be real. You can't have random people signing it. You got to find someone who has done that thing. Does everyone have a paper? Who doesn't have a paper? Raise your hand. Who doesn't have a pen? Raise your hand, or a pencil. All right, sweet. All right, everybody stand on up and go ahead and find the first person to have all of the signatures. Come find me. Let me put some music on.
We're friends, it's fine. Oh, yeah.
Sweet, thanks. Keep getting those signatures. Find someone who. If you've got the whole sheet has signatures, come find me. We've got the whole game time. Find someone who. And when you find that person, if you don't know their name, say, I'm so-and-so. What's your name? Make sure you get to know your people. Your name, sign their name or sign their initials, sign something that shows that they have done that thing. Helpful tactic, just go up to someone and say, hey, have you done any of these things? And ask them, and if they tell you they've done something, ask why or how. Get to know them a little bit. Make it fun. Make it a get to know you. Yeah. I can sign stuff. Feel free. Let's see. I went camping last summer. I did do that. Uh-huh. I'm happy to sign stuff, too. You can come find me. I will sign anything. I will sign anything. All right. How we doing, everyone? Ooh. I can sign things. What? And I can draw it. I don't speak language, but I can find something on here that I don't see. Curl my tongue. We need a clover. Okay. Alrighty. How we doing? Ooh, she's getting closer. Oh, she's getting really close. You guys, season is getting really close. She's the one to beat. She is the one to beat. Maybe speed up your process. We have a close winner. Who else is close? You did it? Let me see. No. We're going to do the full sheet. Full sheet. Sorry, the sheet is misleading. Full sheet, blackout board. Got to get all the spaces. All the spaces. If you did get a bingo, though, great job. That is a great job.
Right? At least one, only once. Someone signed it. It's fine on mine, so whatever. What month were you born?
April.
Can you sign it? Okay.
You did? There you go, but you blackout. The whole board, not just the bingo, but the whole board. Whole board. It's blackout bingo. Blackout bingo means all the spaces. Black out the board. Get every space.
You wear a woman's 9.
What?
You wear a woman's 8.
So sorry.
Do you have a sibling? Just sign. Do you have a little sister?
Cartwheel.
Ooh.
All right. Who's close? I saw it some.
Is your favorite food pizza?
Pizza? Sure. I like pizza. It's sometimes my favorite food. Ooh. Emmy's close. Emmy's close. Season's close. There's a couple people that are really close. Season, how many away do you have? How many more?
None.
You're done?
No, I have multiple.
What do you mean?
Yes. These are mine.
Yeah.
You read all of yours.
Who's really close? Who's really close?
Yes, thank you, Katie.
Just 2 more minutes. Who's close? Who's close?
Send the somebody else.
Uh-huh. I can sign them too. Who's getting close? I look close. It's blackout. How many are away?
Wait, jump.
All right, you can win. There are like 2 away. I'm waiting for one. I'm gonna get 1 more minute.
Yeah,
Because the next game's fast. What?
I don't think anyone else is born in June.
Yeah. Someone in June? I don't know who's born in June. All right, a couple people are really close. We have about a minute left. Get those signatures. You can have one name twice. You can have one name twice.
The show will do that sometimes.
Who's really close? Yeah. I'm waiting. Close. No, April.
Did Declan did this to my paper?
I'm sorry. It's a bummer. Who has under 5 spaces left? Oh, you're done? Did you do it? Bella did it! Woo! Ah, and all different people too. That's impressive. Amazing, Bella. Great job. High five. So good. All right. Everybody go ahead and have a seat. Take a seat. Bella won. Bella won. Oh, great. Second place. High five. So great. All right, everybody have a seat. Have a seat. You can either throw away your paper, keep your paper as a souvenir, whatever you feel you would like to do. But pens, go back to Jake, right over there. If you want to throw away your paper, there's a trash can in the back. Right in the back. If you do keep it, however, I want you to put it away. Put it in a pocket. Put it in a sweatshirt pocket so it's not distracting you. But if not, there's a trash can in the back. Come on and have a seat. We are going to get started with our next game. We don't have too much time, so we want to get going as quick as possible. As quick as possible here. All right, have a seat. Have a seat. No. We're going to keep the pillows on the couch. Thank you. All right. I'm going to wait for everyone to take a seat. A what? A pear? I've never seen that before. That's actually a great question. I have not. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, guys. Our next game is called, Ben, would you put up that slide of the next game? It is called, that's not it. Reverse charades fall edition. Guys, if you know me, you know that I love fall. Fall is my favorite season, and it's October, and it may be 80 degrees because we live in Northern California, but it's fall in my heart, so we're playing a fall game. Reverse charades works a little bit like this. So you know normal charades, somebody's acting out and everyone else is guessing. This is going to be the opposite, where everybody is acting out and one person is guessing what it is. So our teams are going to be the 2 sides of chairs, right? So this is going to be, we'll call you, do you have a team name? Team A? Team A, okay. And then over here, we're going to have Team B. So great. I'm going to have one person be the guesser from each team. And how that's going to work, I'll pick in a second. How that's going to work is that person is going to come up here, and they are not going to look at the screen, and they're going to look just at their team. Same thing as over here. And we have about 8 different, they're all different fall-themed charades. So how that's going to work is everybody, though, is going to act out whatever is on the screen. No words, just acting out, and the person up here is going to guess for their team. It's going to happen at the same time, but you need to be looking at your own team, and I'm going to be keeping track of whichever team finishes all of their first. What? You will, oh, I see what you're saying. I was like, all right. Yes, volunteers. Okay, over here. I'm going to go. You were really confident in that, so Janie, come on up. Okay, over here. Who wants to be the guesser? All right, come on up. So you guys cannot look at the screen. Whoever gets each one first, sorry, I said I said it wrong before. Whoever gets each one first will get a point for their team, and then we'll move on through the slides. Make sense? Sounds great. All right, you have a question, yeah. So yeah, as long as you know words. All as a team, you guys are working together, so you can each individually do the thing or act it out together, however you want to do it. But it's up to your team to guide you, basically. So, are we ready for the first one? Here we go. You guys cannot look. I am trusting you Do not turn around. Otherwise, you're disqualified. All right. First one. Here we go. Team, go for it. Act it out. Oh, right there. All right. 1 point for this side. That was really fast. Apple picking. You're still up. You're still up. All right. Here we go. 1 point for Team A. Next one. Here we go. I'm watching. No, over here. All right, over here. Okay, so we are tied currently. Next one. Yeah, over here. Yes, playing football. All right. 2 for team. Did I say Team B? Two for Team B, 1 for Team A. Next one. Here we go. Carving a cup. What am I saying? Carving a pumpkin. Yeah, that makes sense. Pumpkin carving. All right, next one. Yeah. You guys got to get up out of your seats, act it out. Similar. This team has got it. They're acting out. You guys got to join on. Corby's over here. Yeah. Okay, so you guys said, was that your second or third? Second. So 2, 3. They have 3. Okay. All right. We only have a couple left. It's getting intense. Okay. Here we go. Next one. I don't know how fall this one is, but really close over here. Yes! Bonfire! All right. So that was, what is that, 4 to 2? 4 to 2? All right. How many we have left, Ben? 2. 2 left. All right. Here we go. Next one. 2 left. Hey, guys, back up. Pictures is part of it, but not the full thing. Oh. Yes! Let's go back. Okay. 5 to 2. Last one. Here we go. Just do it for fun. Last one. I want to see how you guys act this one out. Here we go. Hey, Rod! There we go! 5 to 3. All right. Team. Oh, well, you guys were going to win anyways. You had more points. Team B, great job. You guys really got that team acting out energy going on. Team A, you got a couple points and it was great. Great effort. Maybe just get out of your chairs next time. All right, guys. We're going to have our quick bathroom break really fast. Because, guys, guess what? Ben is doing the talk tonight. You guys, this is his first time talking to middle school, so if he's a little nervous.
That's right. So make sure you come back so you make me feel good
about myself. So
myself.
go to the bathroom really fast.
Yep.
And then we're going to come back in because you can't
go use the bathroom
later.
Go get a drink of water. I'm starting in 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, middle school, come on back. Come take a seat. Middle schoolers outside, come back. Take a seat. Oh, thanks. We have. Okay. I see you.
Actually, maybe you could. Nope.
All right, we're just checking those bathrooms, making sure everyone's back here. Come have a seat. Sweet. All right, this crew heading back. I think we're just waiting on a couple more. Okay. All right. We're just having some bathroom checks, but we are going to get started.
Are we ready? Everyone in the house?
Check, but I think everyone is back. Guys,
everyone's in.
Give your undivided attention to Ben Z,
Thank
everybody.
you so much.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, guys. I'm really stoked. How are we looking, Matt? Are we good to go? Okay, I'll wait one more minute. Sweet. That's good. Katie, I'll have you run slides for me. We'll get started. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm glad to be with you guys tonight. For those who don't know me, my name is Benjamin Richard Zulsdorf. Can you say that full name? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Benjamin Richard Zulsdorf. That's right. That's my full name. My name, fun fact, is 26 letters long, which is the length of the alphabet. It's a mouthful. So Scantrons were the worst thing ever. Don't ever have my name and have to take a test, okay? So really excited to be with you guys. I'm usually with the high schoolers, but tonight I'm with you guys. I'm really stoked. Here's the deal. I just shared with you my name, but I don't know all of you yet. So here's what I need you to do. On the count of 3, I need you to say your full first, middle, perhaps more middle, and last names to me. 3, 2, 1. Okay, sweet. That's good. All right, now that I know all of you perfectly, that's what I'm talking about. That's really good. Now we know each other, so we can be good. So what I need you guys to do is I actually need you guys to let me know who in the room has been snowboarding before. This is critical. Snowboarding. Raise your hand. Okay. So I grew up snowboarding in Colorado. This is my favorite things to do. I want to show you a few pictures. Here's me with my crew when I was in, this was college actually, but I'm in the front and yeah, we're crushing. That I think is Breckenridge. Good times. Go ahead to the next slide. This is me and my sister. My sister's in the front. And if you notice on my picture, I have a dyed black mustache over here. It's dyed jet black. It was a phase I went through where I dyed my peach blonde mustache jet black, and it was disgusting, but it was good enough for Shelly to like me because check out the next picture. Here's us snowboarding. Oh, so cute, me and Shelly. Everyone say, aww. Yeah, so when we met, it was snowboarding all the time. And so I love snowboarding. Now, when you learn to snowboard, the first thing they need you to figure out is if you are goofy-footed or regular-footed, which means goofy's right foot forward, regular's left foot forward. So I actually need you to figure out yourself if you're goofy. So stand to your feet. Everyone stand to your feet. I need you to get one partner, okay? One partner. If you have 2, that's fine. But here's what I need you to do. This is going to be a very trusting exercise, okay? So I need you guys, I need a volunteer to come up here and demonstrate. Bella, come up here. Yeah, come on up. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how gentle this needs to be, okay? You're going to stand at the shoulders, and then what you're going to do, one person at a time, watch this. You make sure you don't do it hard. This can be very aggressive. You need to gently push the shoulder. Okay, stop. Push your back foot. Come back up, come back up. Whatever foot you catch. Okay, there, boom. So you caught with your right foot back, so put your left foot forward. So you would be a regular-footed snowboarder, okay? So I want you to take your partner and just gently push until they fall back to catch themselves, okay? Just gently fall back. It's just a gentle, whatever foot you catch yourself with. Whatever foot you catch yourself with. No, so go ahead and take a seat now. Once you do it, take a seat. Take a seat, take a seat. Oh, that was not it. See, that was not cool. I told you not to do that. That's what I said not to do. Yeah. Okay, so everyone take a seat. Everyone take a seat. 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 Okay, with show of hands real quickly. Who is my goofy footers? Which means you step back with your left foot. Left foot was back. Who's goofy footed? Okay, who's regular footed? Raise your hand. Okay, about half and half, which is normal. So I'm a goofy footer, okay? I'm a right foot forward snowboarder, so that's how you balance it out. When you're learning to snowboard, you first figure out which stance you're comfortable with, and then you also have to learn how to fully stand up and make some turns. Now, when you do snowboarding lessons, the very thing they tell you to do to learn this quickly is that you have to learn how to point with your finger in the front. So what we're going to do is stand back up again. Okay, stand back up again. We're going to pretend we're snowboarding. Face downhill. Put your front-facing foot, whatever foot was in front of you, I want you to face this direction, okay? And pretend I'm the snowboard instructor leader, because what we're going to do is we're going to slowly pretend that we're making some carbs, because this is like pro snowboarding, okay? So if we go to the left, whatever your left foot forward, take your front hand, you're going to point to the left, okay? Check it out. Oh, that's a big turn this direction. Okay, we're going to go to the right. We're going to the right. That's a big turn. Okay. We're coming over then. Okay, ready? Okay, we're hitting a jump. Ready? Jump it up. Yep. That's like that. There's the. We all missed it. You missed the jump. Ready? Here we go. Turn into the right. To the right. To the left. Wherever you go. Okay. Run, jump. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Good job. Take a seat. Give your neighbor a round of applause for snowboarding in Marin County. So, this is what's really important. When you're actually doing it, guys, when you guys are actually snowboarding, it's very important that whoever you're following, you follow that instruction with their hand and you point, because where you point, you will go. So turn to your neighbor and say, where you point, you will go. You point, you will go. Where you point, you'll go. Guys, snowboarding, when you start off, come back up here with me. Come back up here with me, all eyes up here. When you snowboard, take a seat. When you're snowboarding, when you learn this, snowboarding is all about following. We're entering into a new series called Disciple Shift, which you're going to be looking at what it means to be a disciple. I want to give you guys this definition of being a disciple. This is a word we talk about a lot in the church. It's particularly a word that we use for being a follower of Jesus. Here's what the definition is like, okay? Go ahead and read this. Follow me on the screen. I'm going to go and read it out loud. A disciple is someone who follows, learns from, and lives like Jesus. This means conforming our words and ways to the words and ways of Jesus. I want to read that last sentence. And I saw Jeremy do this last week. I thought that was brilliant. So you're going to follow after me. Whenever I pause, you fill in the blank. This means conforming our... Oh my goodness. We'll try again. 3, 2, 1. Last sentence. Ready? This means conforming our... Yes. And... To the and of Jesus. The words and ways, conforming our words and ways to the words and ways of Jesus. This is what it means to be a disciple. There's 3 I's to discipleship that I want to process tonight with you all. These are the 3 I's. You ready? I want you to say this after me. The first one is imitate. Say imitate. Second one is initiate. Say initiate. Third one is illuminate. Say illuminate. Tonight, I'm going to unpack all 3 of these, but the first one that I'm talking about, and imitate, is the most important thing. Because when it comes to imitating Jesus, this is our starting place for discipleship. So here's our passage that we're going to go into. Go to the next slide, Katie. The first thing that comes to being a disciple is imitating Christ. I'm going to go and read this. This is from 1 Corinthians. Ready? This is Paul speaking. Okay, ready? Repeat after me. Repeat the words in yellow. As you should. I want to try it again. 3, 2, 1. As you should. Me, just as I. Christ. As you should imitate me, just as I imitate Christ. And you should imitate me, just as I imitate Christ. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you know when you become a disciple of Jesus, the goal is to imitate the things that Jesus actually does. In the same way that snowboarding, you're imitating the first person who's in front of you and you're pointing towards them. You want to learn how to imitate and follow the ways that Jesus has set in front of us. The second I for, I'm going to talk about imitate for a second longer. So here's this picture of me. As I started snowboarding more and more, I got a little bit better. This is actually a picture of me and my friend Chris. So this is me right here, and that is Chris. Now, Chris was like almost a professional snowboarder. He was quite good. What I would do when I was learning how to hit snowboard jumps is I would go into a snowboard jump, and he would be right in front of me. And when he would go in front of me, he'd show me how to hit the jump properly with the right speed and the right execution going into it so that I wouldn't hurt myself. So that was me being in the air with Chris. Chris was doing something really sick right there, and I was just grabbing nose, which was super fun. But eventually, I got to the point where I could initiate snowboarding on my own. Go and go to the next slide. Initiate. This is me, probably the coolest picture I've ever had snowboarding in my entire life. And it means... This is like this little flag right here. That means it's the end of the jump. And so there's like the gap between the jump and the ending is like about 45 feet. And I was doing a 360 over that. This is the coolest shot I ever had. But eventually I got to the point where I didn't need to have Chris show me how to hit jumps. I just got to learn how to do them on my own. And so you first imitate someone to learn how to do it well. And then eventually on your own, you can initiate following Jesus by yourself, right? You can initiate these things on your own terms, which is super cool because that means it's become a part of who you are. I learned how to initiate hitting snowboard jumps a little bit better. The third thing that I want to do with discipleship tonight, this is the third thing. Now, this is the part where this gets really fun. Everyone turn to your neighbor and say, illuminate. Illuminate. Yes. Illuminate. Who knows what illuminate means? Can I get a definition? Mia. To brighten. To shine. That's good. Anyone want to add to that? Yep. To open. Tell me about that. What do you mean? To open. Like to open up a light in like a dark room, kind of. Okay, that's good. Yeah. A light. This is good. You've nailed it. All of you have nailed the definition quite well. Illuminate means you get to shine into a dark place. Now, this is what's cool, guys. When you follow this path, you imitate Jesus, then you start to follow him naturally by yourselves. Hey, guys. Hey, you guys okay? You good? Okay, that's great. So you start to imitate first, then you initiate. And then when you illuminate, this is what this means. You actually become a vessel of God's goodness for others to see and watch. So as a snowboarder, right, I got to a point where when I was snowboarding with my sister, she became the one who followed me. So at first I followed other people, and then I started doing things on my own. I didn't have to follow someone else. And then my sister started following me, and she would follow me and hit those jumps. It was pretty awesome. So this is the idea with this, guys, is when you follow Jesus, here's the full transition into this. When you say yes to following Jesus, you seek to imitate his words and ways into your life, and you seek that to become a part of you. You'll eventually be able to not have to try so hard. It just becomes natural. You start to just kind of think like Jesus wants you to think. And then, this is what's really cool. Someone in your school, maybe even your family, will look to you and go, something is different about you. You love really, really well. You're really gracious. You're extra forgiving. You haven't let things get under your skin like they should. What is that about you? And all of a sudden, you get to be the one who sets the example, and they follow you. Now, guys, I want you to hear this. This is really cool. The starting place for tonight with being a disciple of Jesus is first learning to imitate the ways of Jesus really well. There's two things I want to do to unpack this last piece. Go to that next slide, Katie. So when you start to imitate Jesus, these things are naturally going to start to come. I want you guys to look at this passage with me. This is called the fruit of the Spirit. So when you follow Jesus and you live these things out, you start to embody, you start to become these things. I'm going to read this passage out loud. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Turn to your neighbor and say, fruit of the Spirit. Fruit of the Spirit. When you guys follow Jesus, see, Caleb, is there a song to this? Can you sing it for me? You just forgot it right now? I just heard you sing it, though. Gotcha. So, this is what's really cool, guys. Love, joy, peace, forbearance, which, by the way, forbearance is like patience. Who here is really patient? Raise your hand. Who here is like, I'm not patient at all, and I own it? Yeah, that's tough. Patience is actually a really needed virtue right now, because if we're patient with each other, then we're more willing to be forgiving and loving and the rest of those things. I point that out because I'm not very patient either. It's pretty hard to do that. But when you live these things out, guys, here's what I want you to say. Here's what I want you to hear from me tonight. The Holy Spirit, when you guys say yes to following Jesus, to imitating his ways, you will start to become a little more loving, joyful, peaceful, more patient. You'll be a little more kind. You'll be a little more good. You'll be more faithful, gentle. You have more self-control. And here are the two ways that we do this really well. Go to the next slide, Katie. If you guys hear anything tonight, here's what I want you to hear. When we imitate Jesus as disciple people who follow Jesus and his ways, we imitate Jesus, there's two things that we do. One, we learn what Jesus actually did. Can you guys put your eyes up here real quick? What is this? It's the Bible. Yes, thank you for that really assertive answer. You guys, we read the Bible almost every Wednesday at youth group. You're going to start doing it more. We always talk about the Bible every Wednesday. Shelly and Katie and Jeremy talk about it every single week. And then on Sundays, we talk about it too. Guys, this whole book is about what Jesus has done. And if you read about this, you'll start to see the crazy ways that Jesus loved people like crazy. He lived a radical life that changed the world. And I want you to check that out because that's pretty awesome. And the second thing you can do is that you can imitate Jesus' followers. Everyone look in the room. I want the small group leaders to stand to your feet real quick. Small group leaders. Just small group leaders. Just the small group leaders. Small group leaders. Yes, there should be no students standing up. Take a seat. Yeah. I want you to look at your small group leader. I want you guys to be serious just for 1 second. 1 second. He's coming in just a second. So guys, take a look at your leaders. These people are following Jesus. These people are following Jesus as best as they possibly can. So every week when you come to house, they're actually an example for you to follow on how to become more like Jesus. If you learn how to come here and you say, I want to learn more about Jesus, I want to hear what he says in the Bible, and then you look to these people and you listen to them in small groups and you participate in the questions they ask you and you watch the way that they love, you're going to become more like Jesus. So that's what I want you to hear. When you guys follow Jesus and you imitate him by learning about him, and you learn about him and you follow those who follow him too, you're going to become more like him. Leaders, go ahead and take a seat. Go ahead and take a seat, guys. So guys, tonight, I want you to hear this. Discipleship, your first step, I want you to learn how to imitate Christ's followers by looking at your small group leaders. And I want you to learn how to fall in love with Jesus by digging a little bit more into the Bible. Let me pray for us. Okay? Close your eyes. Jesus, we thank you for tonight. We thank you that you are with us and that you allow us to see your goodness in our lives. We ask that you teach us how to become disciple people who follow you by learning how to follow your word, to see what you've done, and that we'd look to those around us who follow Jesus too. In your name we pray. All God's kids said, amen. Guys, thanks for letting me be with you guys. I was really stoked to be with you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to go into small group time. And what you're going to do is there's a bin inside of the worship center when you come in that has some Bibles. And each of you are going to grab a Bible as a part of your small group time tonight. So middle schoolers, you are dismissed. Go ahead and head on in.
So you said when you come to house.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I naturally said. I meant to say that. Thank you for correcting me.
It's a shaker. The pear. It's a shaker.
Give it to Maya. Hi, guys. What's up? Are we all in? You'll have to just look at it.
This is so problem.
All right.
I'm totally gonna.
Hi, Julia. Casey, will you cut the lights on that switch on the left? Turn those off. Thank you, guys. Right on. Guys, will you stand to your feet? Stand to your feet. Okay, I need to see with you, show your hands. How are games today with Jeremy? Are they good? Thumbs up? Thumbs up? Yeah. Wow, Eli. back for 2 times and already criticizing. That's a good time. Everyone else says thumbs up, so I'll appreciate that. Good stuff, guys. If you would close your eyes, put your hands to the like as we do, and enter into a space of reverence where you're not bothering your neighbor, you're not with your cell phone out. This is a time to lay all the things that we've been experiencing this week at the feet of Jesus. We say, Jesus, that you are good, you love us, and the things that have been stressful and the things that have been really fun. We just come with all of it to you tonight. We thank you for your presence with us. We worship you together as a youth group, declaring that you are good and you are worthy of praise, and so we sing to you because you're worthy of it. We lay all things at your feet, God, the stressful things, the good things, the joyful things, the hard things. In your name we pray. All God's kids said, Amen. Sing this with us.
There's nothing but more that will ever come close. Nothing can compare to our living hope. Your presence, I've tasted and seen the sweetest of loves. When my heart becomes free, and my shame is undone. In your presence, Holy Spirit, you are welcome. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long to be overcome by your presence,
See, there's nothing worse.
Lord. That will never come close. Nothing can compare. Our living Lord. In your presence,
Sing with us. I've tasted and seen.
tasted and seen of the sweetest of loves. When my heart becomes free, and the shame is undone. In your presence,
Holy Spirit,
Holy Spirit, you are flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long to be overcome by your presence. Holy Spirit, you are welcome. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long to be overcome by your presence,
So let us become one more time.
let us become aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your goodness.
This is an oldie but goodie. I heard you guys sing about the Frontier Ranch back in the day, so I think you'll know it. Those who did that can.
All things have passed away. Your love remains the same. Your constant grace remains the cornerstone. The things that we thought were dead are breathing in life again. You cause your sun to shine on darkest night. The world that you've done, we will pour out our love. This will be our anthem song. Jesus, we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the one our hearts adore. Hopeless have found their home. The orphans now have a home. All that was lost has found its place in you. Lift our weary hands. You make us strong instead. If you took these rags and made us beautiful. For all that you've done, we will pour out our love. This will be our anthem song. Jesus, we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the one our hearts adore. Yes, we adore you. Jesus, we love you. Jesus, our affection, our devotion, poured out on the feet of Jesus, our affection, our devotion, poured out on the feet of Jesus, our affection, our devotion, poured out on the feet of Jesus. We love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the one our hearts adore. Any more sing that out tonight? Jesus, we love you. Oh, how we love you. You are the one our hearts adore. Our affection, our devotion, poured out on the feet of Jesus. Our devotion, poured out on the feet of Jesus.
God, thank you so much for bringing us here tonight, Lord. We are so grateful that we get to be here every Wednesday healthy. And God, I pray that you keep us healthy and keep us safe throughout our next week, and that God speaks through Ben, whoever's speaking tonight, and we all hear something. In Jesus' name, amen.
Got speaking through Johnny tonight, by the way. That's how it's going to go.
Johnny, that's what I
That was
meant.
good, Chloe. You're good. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Okay. Guys, thanks for worshiping together. That was really good. I need another microphone. I'm going to come back and get it. But I need someone to help me do the announcements really quickly. Who wants to be the bold volunteer this day? Who wants to do it? I don't see a hand. Story? Wait, have you already done it before, Story? Story, you've done it, but you can come up again. Come on up, Story. We only have a couple today. I want to give you this one. This one.
Okay.
That was a little more in
Why?
pieces. And it's not like disintegrating in your hand.
There's no difference? Okay.
This is the same, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay, first announcement is we have a new person in the house.
Oh.
Let's go back. There it is. Okay, where is he? Where is he at? Where is Lucas? Where'd he go? Yeah, there. Come on up. Yes. Okay, and I was hoping Lucas would be in the house with you, but he's not. So you have to come up here. Come on over here. Remind me of your name. Go and stand right here, please. William. Guys, round of applause for William. Yes. It's always good. William, what school do you go to?
Redwood.
Redwood. Redwood in the house. Wow. Okay. You have a couple of fans of Redwood High School. William, what grade are you in?
Senior.
Senior year. Guys, round of applause for seniors. Okay, what's the question tonight, guys? What do we got? Oreos? Mixed? Favorite cereal?
Do the toilet paper question.
Toilet paper? What's that?
He'll never come back. He'll never come back.
Oh, I like that one. Okay, I want to do two. We'll do two. I hear two in the house. Okay. What is your favorite cereal?
I don't really have a favorite. I just have a few that I just grab randomly. Usually Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and a few others.
Those first two are wonderful choices. Apple Jacks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Guys, round of applause for Apple Jacks and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So good. Okay, and then the other question was Cheez-Its or Goldfish. There is a correct answer to this, by the way.
I prefer both.
Prefer both? You have to pick.
It's just whatever we have.
Whatever available?
Pick.
Okay. Kenzie, what is your favorite? Me too. I'm a Cheez-It guy. I'm picking Cheez-Its for sure. Okay, we're going to find this out. We're going to see. Who here's a Cheez-It person? Raise your hand. Okay, who here's a Goldfish person? Raise your hand. Wow. Spoken with more authority and happiness. That's good. Okay, William, here's what we're going to have you do. Okay, so go ahead and stand. You can't go past this crack, so you got to put your feet. Yeah, you can't do past the crack. So there's a wreath over there. Do you see that fall? Okay, it's a fall. So this is the impossible shot. We've had one person make it, only one. But if you make it, then next week I have to buy everybody Chick-fil-A. So it's worth it, but it's very hard to make. So don't feel bad about yourself. But there's a lot of great consequences if you make it. So as we do, y'all, for William, please drum roll. Please. Drum roll, please. And 3, 2, 1. It had the right trajectory, but that's a solid miss. William, thanks. Guys, round of applause for William from Redwood. Bringing it in the house. That was a good story, huh? Good times.
What?
Pretty great, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
That was good. Okay, story. What's the first announcement? Talk about it. Here we go. Here it comes.
Oh, I feel like an imposter saying this because I never did the message thing.
Wow. Hey, story. Where's your cell phone? Do your cell phone. Where's your cell phone? Where is it?
My cell phone's over there.
Hey, who's got Story's cell phone?
It won't work because it just goes to my school thing.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and just solve this issue. Go ahead and put your passcode in. I'm just gonna help you out with this, Story. It's not a big deal. So while I'm signing you up for our wonderful house text message updates, talk about why this is such an important thing to have, that you're about to enter into a world of full joy.
Well, I don't have it and I'm still here.
It's gonna be so great. Oh, this is true. But what's the purpose of it, Story?
So you get like messages and stuff and daily bothering by Ben. Woo!
That's right. It's pretty. You're going to be encouraged. It's going to be great. Look at that.
It like
just
literally
like
doesn't
that.
work. I don't
It's
know how
done.
you got it to work.
Instantaneously finished. Yep, just like that. All right, next slide.
It didn't work before.
Next slide. Oh my gosh, Story.
Follow
us.
on everything.
Because we're got content coming.
And we need more followers.
It's coming. It is coming though, for real.
Follow us on TikTok.
The anticipation will just build up with that every time. Okay, next slide. Next slide. Oh my gosh. Also, what is this? This is the wow, which is useful for.
That. What? Oh, you asking me the question?
Oh yeah.
For everything.
Wow, Story, guys. Round of applause for Story. She's crushing right now. This is so
I
good.
don't know how these announcements.
All of our sign-ups are on the link in bio. In our bio. Circular reasoning there. All the things you can sign up for there. Hit the next slide.
Okay, I got this one. I got this one. Jesus and waffles. Sunday, 9 a.m. Be there or be square.
That's
just
right.
like that waffle.
Or be square, like the waffle. It's a good thing to be.
That one
It's
is
a good
square.
thing to be.
You can make it square. You can.
Yeah.
You can make
That's good.
it.
That's good. Okay, Story, thank you very much. Round of applause for Story, guys. Round of applause for Story. No, you did great. You did a great job. You did a wonderful job. Okay, so guys, without further ado, here's what I need you to do. This is undivided attention time to our speaker of the night. That means no more bathroom breaks. Unless you're about to explode, then you can go. But you got to hold it now. No water breaks, because you should have done that beforehand. To honor all the work that Johnny Ibsen has prepped, please welcome Johnny to the front. Johnny.
Thanks.
I'll take this one.
Okay, great. Sounds good.
So before we get started, Johnny, can we pray for you?
That would be great.
Okay, I'm going to pray for you guys.
All right.
So here we go. So go and bow your heads, close your eyes. So Jesus, we lift up Johnny. We just ask that you would speak through him, that his words would be your words to us, and that as he shares, you would speak to our hearts and transform us. In your name, all God's kids said, amen. All right, Johnny, all yours, bro.
All right, thank you, Ben. Hey, everybody. Guys, I'm pretty nervous. I'm nervous. You guys are cool. I want to do a good job. All right, so Ben has asked me to talk about being a kingdom worker. We're going to do a series, I believe, the end of every month or so. One of your leaders will be talking about the same topic. So tonight, I'm going to be talking about that, as seen on the slide. So if you go to slide 2, please. All right, so I just want to tell you guys a little bit about myself. So I grew up here in Marin, went to San Marin High School. Go Mustangs. Nice. I was on the soccer team. We got our first win on the varsity team in 4 years when I was there. It was awesome. Yeah, so I like to surf and skate and take pictures, and that's what this slide is. I took all those, and those are my friends and I surfing and skating. That's pictures of my wife, who's actually here tonight, if you want to bother her. Yeah. And so grew up here in San Marin, specifically in San Marin, just went to San Marin High School, and then went to college in San Diego, where I studied business and got my undergrad and graduate degree. And then I moved back here to the Bay Area about a year ago, and now I live here. And I am a project manager. That's my job. I work for 2K Games. They make NBA 2K, all those cool things. So, yeah. What was that? I'll put in a good word for you. Cool. So you can hit the next slide. So when Ben asked me to talk about being a kingdom worker, I was trying to think about how I bring God into my life and what scriptures remind me to do that and how I've kind of learned to do that. And I'm going to talk about Ecclesiastes because it's a really weird book, which is why it's stuck with me over the years. So as you can see up there, it says everything is meaningless, which I know is kind of a downer. But that's kind of the reason I love this book. So the background on Ecclesiastes is it was written by King Solomon, who is David's son. And it was in a time of peace and prosperity. So he's basically like the richest man on earth. Think like Jeff Bezos kind of vibes. Has literally everything in the world, super wise, kind of the man. And the pinnacle of his achievements is this book, and the whole book is just him saying that everything is meaningless over and over again. It's really weird and confusing, and it kind of makes me laugh when I read it because, we come to the Word to be encouraged, and you just have this guy telling you that everything you care about is pointless. And we're going to unpack that a little bit. So, yeah, I'm hoping to talk to you guys about basically. Next slide should be the first 4 verses, if you have that. Yeah, okay. So, first 4 verses, as you can see, are him being pretty dramatic about everything in his life being meaningless. But then at the very end, if you can push through to all the way to the last verse of the entire book, he says, chapter 12, verse 13, "Now all has been heard, here's the conclusion of the matter," which is Bible talk for, this is my point. "Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the duty of all mankind." And what I want to unpack with you guys tonight is this idea that King Solomon, who had everything, would chase after the things that he thought were important with his time, with his resources. Basically, if you could have anything you wanted and you could do that, he did it. And what he came to, the conclusion he came to was that chasing those things usually, almost always, ends up being fruitless. But it's the little things, keeping God's commandments, right? Fearing him is what brings meaning to your life and what brings the kingdom here of heaven here on earth. So, a few examples of what that looks like. In my life, I have chased some things that definitely ended up being meaningless. One example that has been really kind of impactful for me is at work, right? I thought that kind of gaining influence and a better title and basically having power, I guess, at work would be meaningful. It would bring me success. It would help me provide for my family. It'd make me more important. And the more I chased that, the more, I got frustrated that it wasn't working because I wasn't very good at it. And then 2, I realized that all the little times I experienced more influence almost ended up making me feel meaningless, made me feel like I wasn't doing what God had for me. And what I realized is that success looks very different in God's eyes. When I learned that being generous to my coworkers and basically making sure those around me were successful, I got to experience God's generosity in my life, realizing that he's given me so much and I have stuff to give to others, right? And that's what I mean by it's the little things. So King Solomon has really encouraged me, and I think he's trying to encourage us to do things unto the Lord, right? As you're walking through your life, trying to make things happen. That's where we derive that meaning. Because if you look at it on the other side of things, without him, what are we working for? What are we working towards, right? So let's hit the next slide. Get another example. Nothing is meaningless, right? So Solomon goes on and on talking about how life is meaningless. All these things we're chasing are pointless. But what I think he's really encouraging us to look at is that everything matters. It's the little actions that you take, the words that you say, how you speak to others. Those are the things that matter a lot. And that's how we bring the kingdom down on earth. So his immense love for us means he genuinely cares about all our small gifts and talents. And he and I and Solomon are trying to encourage you to use those gifts and talents to the best of your abilities, because they really matter to God, even if you don't think that they do, right? Another example in my life, I was told a lot of the times growing up that video games were pretty pointless and kind of a waste of time, but I really cared about them. And now I work at a video game company. It's kind of wild. And a big part of that is because it's what God has for me to do, regardless of what others might think. And it was important for me to do that well and to do that with grace and compassion. So, a good example that I've found in the sense of here in church, we're encouraged a lot to bring God's voice to others and to pursue the Lord. And it can be kind of hard when we're trying to focus on our daily lives. And so for me, as a project manager who lives in Marin, the way I've found I can be a kingdom worker and bring God's kingdom down here on earth is how I speak to others. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, the words that you say and how you speak to those around you matters and carries a lot more weight than you'd expect. You don't have to be a pastor or commit your life to full-time ministry to be ministering to others, to use your words to guide them towards the Lord, and to just spread kindness. You'd be surprised how far that can go. And another way, a more practical way, I find God and try to bring the kingdom to my life is my dog. My wife and I got a dog, and he drives me insane. He's super high energy, pretty poorly behaved. But I'm reminded when I'm working on him and trying to make him not be a psycho, that's probably how God feels about me a lot of the time. Like, I'm running around doing XYZ things, trying my best to figure out what he wants. Like, a lot of times I'll give my dog a command and he just looks blankly at me. Like, what are you trying to get me to do? And I know I feel that way towards the Lord a lot. And so that's why I wanted to bring up kind of how we speak to each other, because it's a really easy way to remember that, okay, God, the big questions, what am I supposed to do with my life? What are we doing right now in this moment? What do you have for me? How you speak to others is a really quick and direct way to essentially bring the kingdom down on earth. So, if you can hit the next slide. Kind of one of the last things I want to talk to you guys about is a long time ago, there was a rabbi named Suzia, and he died in the 1800s. And people, revered him and his wisdom, similarly to how we revere Solomon. And they asked him, basically, what's the point? Like, what are we doing here? And how can I love Jesus well in this moment? And his answer was, when I get to heaven, God's not going to ask me, why weren't you Moses? Why weren't you King David? Basically saying, why weren't you these amazing people that I put on this earth? God's going to ask me, why was I not Suzia? Right? Why didn't you be the person I made you to be? And I really think that's what Solomon wants to see here tonight, is that each of you, every single one of you here, are very fearfully and wonderfully made. all of you have unique gifts and talents that you bring to the table, and that God designed you to pursue and to love and to cherish. And when Solomon says this is the duty of mankind, I think he's encouraging us to just be excellent in the things that we love, because it's really how God can show up in your life very consistently when we put the things that we're passionate about in his hands and pursue those things with him, right? It's the small day-to-day choices that God is after and that make life meaningful, not becoming the most richest, most powerful person in the world. You don't have to be Jeff Bezos. You don't have to be a pastor. You don't have to be whatever the thing is that you think you need to do. God just wants you to be you, right? And I think that's what Solomon is trying to get at when he says this is the duty of mankind, and why it's the little things that bring a lot of meaning to our everyday lives. So I just wanted to encourage you with that tonight. Each of you is wonderfully made, and your choices matter, and God's here to walk with you and guide you through those little choices. Would you pray with me? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this opportunity to be together tonight. Thank you that you're here, so that no matter what I end up saying or not saying, God, that your Spirit's working and moving, and that, God, you cherish each and every person here, and you deeply, deeply care about who you made them to be and what they're going to do in pursuit of you and in pursuit of their own passions. God, we love you. Pray that you be with us the rest of the night, and we thank you for your mercy every day. Amen.
A round of applause. You keep that. Turn this one back on. Give a round of applause one more time for Johnny. So we have a few extra minutes before we head into small groups, and I wanted to ask you a few questions. Can I do that? So because I loved what you had to say about. Mute myself on this microphone here so I can talk with you without doing this. Okay, we're back. There it is.
That
Just
was
like
cool.
that. You like that? You got the insides out, dude. Okay, so we read this passage about meaninglessness in Solomon, and you talked a little bit about living here in Marin County and the things that we pursue here. Would you tell a little bit more about, since like when you were in high school, what were the things that people in Marin like evidently pursued? They're like, this is what it means to be a person in Marin who's killing it.
Yeah, for me, that looked like a couple different things. One of the biggest ones was academic success. So if you weren't kind of crushing it at school and you didn't have your stuff there, you were kind of blowing it. And so pursuing academic success and then, turning that into, this is where I'm going to go to school and this is what I'm going to end up doing with my life, and it matters like more than what you're doing. That was definitely a lot of pressure that I felt.
Okay, so I know for a fact that many students here feel the same way. I've had many conversations, and I watch when test season happens, the chaos that ensures. I experienced that a little bit too in Colorado, but in particular here, it feels that way. What do you feel like when we consider this message that like pursuing Christ within that space, if all those things are meaningless, what is the good news? How do you navigate that as a student in Marin, considering following Jesus and putting that in his proper place?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it takes a lot of introspection to actually take some time and think about, what am I passionate about? And what do I naturally gravitate towards? And if that's not school, that's okay, right? Obviously, it's very important to pursue your education and to learn all that you can, but that doesn't define your abilities and what God has called you to do, right? I know tons of people who tried literally their hardest at school, struggled the whole time, and God still had amazing, large callings on their life that they're living out today.
That's so good. I think it's important to keep in perspective, like, well, like you just said, school matters, but if it becomes the ultimate thing that you're pursuing, you're going to drive yourself crazy. Like, like, it becomes your identity, and that's just not what, I don't think that God wants us to, like, wake up in the mornings and be like, if I don't get a 4.3 GPA and get enough, whatever it is to get into Berkeley these days, I don't even know, what is it? This is, see that. Whatever it is to get into Berkeley, I don't even want you guys to go to Berkeley. Don't go. Like, if you get in, that's great. But if that becomes your ultimate thing, it's not worth your soul. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, you guys can go home and tell your parents that your pastor said it's okay to suck at school.
Do a decent job. Do your best, but don't make it an idol. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Johnny, okay, will you speak now real quickly? So we think about, okay, everything's meaningless, and you talk about like the small little things that matter and that make life enjoyable. We consider Christ in that. If you to take like all the material things that we tend to pursue, right? What does it mean to properly enjoy material things and to follow Jesus in that space without letting them become just this ultimate thing?
Yeah, I think a good way to navigate that space is, like, it's really important to enjoy what God's made, right? Like, he put you on this earth during this time specifically, meaning the things that are material, that are good things, are there, and they're not to be like shunned, or you're not supposed to like run away from those things. But I know for me, when I take a second and realize that I would struggle to live without that thing, right? That thing is taking up a lot of my time, or for example, it becomes something I'm starting to worship, like we talked about last week. I think that's when, it's really time to set that thing aside and put what really matters in its place. Yeah, I think when it starts to take over large portions of your life and you're pursuing that before other things, it's time to like reassess your priorities.
That's good. Would you be willing to share when you were in high school some of those things that you felt like, gosh, I had to reassess this. I need to reassess this when those things happen?
Yeah. One thing in high school that kind of took over for me was honestly playing games, right? Like, I still struggle with that to this day. It's like, all right, I love playing video games and I think they're amazing. How can I reconcile that with, if that's becoming more important to me than taking care of the other million things that are on my plate? Like, I need to adjust. And that doesn't mean I can never do that again for the rest of my life, but it's time to reassess my priorities and make sure that other things come first.
Yeah, that's so good. I think it's easy to like let our passions become like like an ultimate thing. I once had our pastor say, if you let good things become ultimate things, that ultimate things become destructive things. And I think that's just a really good example of keeping that in perspective.
That's well said.
So, yeah. Guys, one more round of applause for Johnny. We're going to take this into small group time. So go ahead and head on over to the sanctuary for small group time.
this is on. I don't know. There we go. All right, guys, so fun. I know for a fact there's at least one new person, if not, but you know what time it is. There's two new people. All right, if it's your first time to Yard, you've never been here before, and I know if it isn't your first time, come on up to the front, and you can bring the person who brought you. Not your first time. Very clearly not your first time. Next. Yes, not your first time. All right, so we have lots of confidence going into this. All right, come on up. Only if your first time ever. All right, come on up, and the person that brought you. So this is the bringer of their friends. What's your name?
Cannon.
You guys know Cannon. Cannon, who did you bring with you? We're going to have them introduce themselves, but we're so excited. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what you were saying. Can you go ahead and share your name, grade, and school?
I'm Tommy, and I'm in 6th grade, and I go to San
Yeah! Woo! Give a round of applause for Tommy. I feel like we can do better, right? Let's go, Tommy! Yeah! There we go. All right, and who else do we have?
My name's Sophia. I'm in 6th grade. I go to Sinaloa.
Yes, Sophia! That's awesome. Give a round of applause for Sophia. All right. And one other thing, we're going to have you share your favorite milkshake. I like that. Favorite milkshake flavor. Do you guys have it?
Vanilla.
Vanilla?
Yeah.
Same here.
Vanilla also? Ken, you want to share?
Yeah, I don't know if this is a thing, but if it's out there, I say caramel.
Oh, I'm sure that has to be a thing. All right, I like these answers. So good. Guys, it is the impossible shot time. Now, I know that you've been told by your friend and other friends what this is, but to reiterate what this is, guys, I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to do it by the rules this time. I'm not getting in trouble from Shelly this time. We're going to start from this crack in the ground. How this works, though, we have some footballs, and you guys, you see it up there? It's that little fall wreath. It's really hard to see in this lighting. Yeah. So if you get it through that wreath, it's free Chick-fil-A for everyone next week. Now, don't. I mean, I believe in you fully. I think you guys can do it 100%. However, if you don't make it, only one person ever has it in Yard. So, totally no pressure. Are you ready? Who wants to go first? Cannon, do you want to start us off? Cannon will start us. Okay, so you're going to start at the crack in the ground right here. Shelly, if you watch this back, we are at the crack in the ground. All right. Are you ready? Cannon, I believe in you. You got this. Are you ready? Go for it. Here we go. Yeah, these people know they're in the Oh, that was good. That was close. Great job, Cannon. All right. Here we go. Next up. I believe in you. It was Sophia, right? Yeah. Sophia, you've got this. Here we go. That was great. Oh my gosh. Great job, Sophia. Give Sophia a round of applause. So good. All right. Here, let me. Sweet. No, it's all good. Sweet. All right. Tommy, I believe in you fully. I think you can do this. Let's give Tommy. Round of applause. Confidence. Cheer him on. Let's go, Tommy. Here we go. Are you ready? Drum roll. Oh, that was close. That was awesome, Tommy. Wow. Round of applause. So good. Guys, we got close. I'm proud of everyone for trying. It was a great job. All right. Have a seat. All right, that was so good. We are so happy, Sophia and Tommy, that you guys are here. We love new friends. A reminder, bring your friends, and you get a chance at the impossible shot. So, guys, we have some announcements before we wrap up tonight. We have some announcements that I'm going to go through really quick. Let's see that first one, Keisha. Oh, guys, all right, girls and guys, hang out. It is this Friday. So we are so excited. Raise your hand if you're coming. I want to just raise your hand. Let's see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I love it. So good. Guys are playing video games with Jeremy. Girls were staying upstairs and watching a movie and just hanging out. If you guys want to do the other thing, like girls, if you want to play video games, you can totally feel free to do that. This is just that's the general idea. But if you want to, go for it. Guys, if you want to come watch a movie with us, go for it. No worries. It's just the general idea. We want to get, Jeremy's leading that time and I'm leading the time upstairs. So we're watching a movie, hanging out. Wear your pajamas. It's a pajama party this Friday, October 7th, 6:30 to 8:30. Pajama party, wear your pajamas, bring blankets, bring a pillow, whatever you want. We're going to watch a movie upstairs, and we'll do some board games, crafts, all the things, and then video games are happening with Jeremy downstairs. So good. Yes, really quick. I don't see why not. I don't know if you want to, like, be cuddled and get cozy. Yeah, as long as you can find an outlet that's close, I don't see why not. As long as, yeah, you're responsible with it. What movie are we watching? I am not sure, but I'm pretty sure we're going to watch The Princess Diaries. Okay, good. I'm glad we like that. All right. So that's why it's a girly movie. So that's why it's separate. But however, if you're a guy and you want to watch Princess Diaries, totally get it. I support that decision. All right. Yeah. There are going to be lots of snacks, cookies, popcorn, pizza, all the things. So good. All right, next one. Guys, let's stay seated. What are we doing over here? It's okay. All right, next one. Youth group. Guys, you're already here, so this is great. First step. Youth groups every Wednesday. Right now, you're here. It happens every Wednesday, though. 7 to 8:45. So you're already one step of the way, but keep coming because we love to see you. Next one. Sunday school in person. We actually do have Sunday school this week as opposed to last week when we said we did, when we actually didn't. But we do Jesus and Waffles. It's a great time. 9 a.m. I'm here. 8 a.m. every morning. You guys don't have to be here till 9. I'm here. I'm making your waffles. You got to come grab some and we'll learn about Jesus, talk about Jesus. Jeremy and I are doing some new Sunday school programs and it's really fun and super great. So hope to see you there. Next one. That's just Snack Shack. That the tickets don't matter anymore, but the Snack Shack is out there, and we are so excited to have it. Is there anything left? All right, then we know what time it is. Disneyland is full, but actually there might be like 1 or 2 spots. You'll have to ask Shelly about that, but it is coming up, but we're not promoting it because it's basically full. Ask Shelly if there's any more room, but I don't think that there is. All right, that means it's good night song time. Oh, high five. I thought you had a question. Sorry. High five too. All right, guys, stand on up. Come on. No. We're not going outside. Come on over. We are singing the good night song. Oh, that's funny. All right, guys in the back, where are you going? I don't know where you guys are going. Come on up. I want you guys like up here. In a circle. Okay, sure. We'll do it in a circle. We're not going outside, though. We're going to come over. We're going to be together. We're going to end in a great way all together. All right, come on over. Let's do it in a circle. Hands or arms around a pal. Come on over. Guys, I'm losing my voice tonight. That's how bad it is. Come on over. Come on. All right. Sweet. I wouldn't recommend that. All right, here we go. Put your arm around a friend. Let's make a big circle. Here we go. We're gonna get started. My new friend Sophia. We're gonna do it. All right, guys, ready? Hey, let's connect this circle. Come on, connect the circle, everybody. All right, here we go. May the Lord, mighty God, bless and keep you forever. Give you peace, perfect peace, courage in every endeavor. Lift up your eyes and see his face, filled with grace and loving. May the Lord, mighty God, bless and keep you forever. All right, good night, everybody. Snack Shack is out in the lobby. Italian sodas and chips. What a good time. So fun.
Okay, but the most important was the shot, right?
Yeah,